Let's go, Cowboys Nation.
Watch it fade into the night. Time to charge our legacy. Everyone's down to fight. We upgrade, reload. Winds in the back, we're running fast. Turpin' speed, lamin' craze. Even the rain hits, we don't crack. Follow back to Sessie edge. That's what's ready, spirit pledge. County still the thunder, bring the pressure, man, we better hedge. We try to take our bones, once the soul stays undefeated. Depth charge, ship rookies fine. Saw so many prize, I need it. Through the injury, through the doubt. We got dreams, we gonna shout. Even when the crowd goes quiet, I trust like the riot. We rise when the lights go low. Dallas storming on the road. From the shadows of defeat, we gon' let our glory show. Rules were never broken. Stars speak what we know. Cowboys ride through the fire. That's how legends grow. Coach Schottenheimer calling plays. New era, new ways. We learning how to win again. Climbing out of yesterday's. Dak Prescott still that leader. Voice steady when the world shakes.
Hey guys, my name is Harris Heller.
Hustle in each move we make. Aubrey's boots spring with ice. 6-4-yard call, that's precise when the game tight. Disgust becomes the norm, no room to think twice. GP, hungry eyes, stepping up where others rise. We chopped it out, we saw the whole. Seasons up, we'll take the prize. More than stats, it's hard and trust. More than fame, it's grind and blood. When the lights dim, we still combust. When they doubt, we adjust. We rise when the lights go low. Dallas storming on the road. From the shadows of defeat, we gon' let our glory show. Rules were never broken. Stars speak what we know. Cowboys ride through the fire. 'Cause that's how legends grow. So stand tall in the cold, in the rain, in the fight. Every dawn demands a warrior. Every night we see the light. Dallas, you're more than just a name. You're a story in the flame. We put in work, we earn the crown. Next march, next game. We don't care about the haters. Always got something to say. They're the barrier in front of us, standing right in our way. And I know everyone dances as we're chasing down our dream. As we're holding the law body chain in America's team. We rise when the lights go low. Dallas storming on the road. From the shadows of defeat, we gon' let our glory show. Rules were never broken. Stars speak what we know. Cowboys ride through the fire. 'Cause that's how legends grow.
Gotta let some people get up in here. What's going on, everybody? Victory Tuesday. Let's go.
How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. Born to battle. Some champions we never sell. America's team through thick and thin.
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, Cowboys Nation? Angry Cowboys fans around the world, y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and Mr. Mojo, you're absolutely correct. Angry making us wait. How y'all doing? How y'all doing on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon? Thank you for stopping by the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel to go live with your man. I promise I won't keep you on too long because I know Jay Tuck and them, they're going to be going live. And I actually want to, get some raw and uncut before they go live. I got to get in where I fit in. Y'all know how we do. So before we do all that, I got to check the chat. I got the chat right here on my screen, but I also got to look down at my phone just to see who's rocking with your man so we can get going on what I got to say today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the chat real quick. Everything good? Is everything good? The sound quality good? I just need to know because this is how we going to roll moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Being from Countdown County, Florida, 321, I could appreciate a good countdown. Yeah, I appreciate that. And on some realness, y'all, well, let me go ahead and get into this. Yo, what's going on, Mojo? Mr. Mojo in the house. Miss Niecy in the house. What's going on with you? All right, we got Carlos Edwards in the house. Bleeding Blue. All right, Fresh King 36. What's going on with you? Boy, you got a good game that you selected, boy. You went over there and was able to get a blowout. You was able to witness a blowout. That's what I'm talking about. I like it. Man, I picked the Arizona Cardinals game. I'm like, oh, man, Kyler Murray ain't going to be in the game. Man, we at home. Boy, we going to boot to ass. You know that? We going to do that. But, man, we ended up getting beat. But anyhow, let's see. Who else we got up in here? Hoodie Kush, the Basement Boys. What's going on with you, Hoodie? What's going on with you? Montana 808 Beats. What's going on with you? All right, Keith Davis in the house. All right, we got T Jack in the house too. All right, Bernard Fields in the house. David, how you pronounce your last name, brother? I don't want to butcher that. I don't want to butcher your last name. But with that being said, excuse me. All right, we got the thumbs up. Y'all can hear me. We rolling. We ready to go. How about them damn Cowboys, y'all? How about them Cowboys last night? Oh, man, I must admit, Cowboys Nation, I was a little hesitant when I didn't see CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens out during that first drive. I'm like, what's going on? And then, the camera would pan over to them and everything, and they're dressed, they're ready to go, so what's going on? Why ain't they on the field? But apparently some off the field stuff happened, and, it ain't my business to get all up into it. Ain't nothing came out publicly yet other than, it was a coaching decision and that's it. So it ain't none of my business to tell anybody else's business. So whenever it comes out, whenever it comes to light, rest assured that your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, is going to be on it, going to do a video on it. I ain't no ambulance chaser, so, it ain't going to be right when it hits. Oh, boom, Angry Cowboys fan come out there with something. Nah. I'll let it sizzle. You know what I'm saying? I'll let it ferment a little bit, and then I'll get to it. Rest assured I'll get to it that same day. But it is what it is. What's going on, Bernard? How you doing? Hey, Paul, what's happening with you? We needed a win like that. Absolutely. I'm going to be talking about that. Wrote a couple bullet points down, just to talk to you guys about and get y'all perspective on everything that went down, that transpired out in Paradise. And it's Paradise, Vegas, where they play. Allegiant Stadium is in Paradise, Nevada. Yeah. And Fresh King went out there. He said that they was out there representing. That's what I'm talking about. Man, I was actually on Jay Tuck's live, and he was saying that it was an explosion of Cowboys fans. He was getting pictures and everything. And rest up, Jay Tuck. We praying for you. We praying for a quick recovery for you. He wasn't able to make the game, but Fresh King did, and he said it was off the chain out there. That's what I'm talking about. Go out there, make the away game the home game. Hell yeah. I wish I could have been there, man. I ain't never been to Vegas. I've never been to Nevada, but I'd love to go. Hey, if we play them next year, maybe next year, And I was actually talking to the homie Sports Junkie. He was like, man, I'm thinking about going to that Philadelphia Eagles game. I'd love to go to that Philadelphia Eagles game, but it being so close to Christmas and everything and the grandchildren and stuff and kind of being a little broke, I got to save my money. You know, I got to hold back this time. But hey, we play them twice a year, so maybe I'll get down there next year. But I know a goal for mine is to go to Oxnard. It's to go to Oxnard, California, to be there during training camp, you know, to be out there for about 4 or 5 days of training camp, get the scoop for Cowboys Nation and the Angry Cowboys Fan Family, and, you know, have fun while we doing it. Hey, go out there and meet some people, you know, meet some people that rock with the channel. That's just a huge thing of mine. That's what I want to do. You know, that's on the bucket list. Just like going to the Cowboys home game for the first time was on the bucket list. The tour was on the bucket list. We were able to check it off, Cowboys Nation. But yeah, how do you guys feel right now on Victory Tuesday? I know it was against the Raiders and all, but how do you feel about the victory? You know, I got a poll up in the chat asking, how do you grade the Dallas Cowboys performance, offense, defense, as well as special teams? How do you go ahead and grade that? So, you know, participate in the poll for me. I would highly appreciate it. And if you're just coming in, or if you haven't pressed the like button, by all means, please press the like button so we can get out to even more Dallas Cowboys fan. We can get back into the algorithm because for some reason, YouTube done kicked my black ass up out of there. But we're trying to get back into the algorithm. But, man, against the Las Vegas Raiders, like I said, I'll admit, the first of the game kind of scared me. When Max Crosby got the strip fumble on Dak Prescott, that kind of scared me because we was, you know, with that fumble happening, it was in Raiders territory. So they could have just turned around and got a score. But good thing for our defense. That's how your defense is supposed to stand up, Cowboys Nation. That's how your defense is supposed to act. That's how your defense is supposed to have your offense's back. Like, oh, you lost it? You lost it? Don't worry about it, man. We're going to minimize the bleeding. They ain't going to score 7. Hey, they might get 3 because they're here. You know, they right in the vicinity. But they ain't going to get 7. And that's exactly what our defense did. Super proud of the defense, the way they showed up yesterday. But the game against the Las Vegas Raiders was probably the first game during this entire season that all phases of the game clicked. They were clicking. That's why, I mean, we didn't get no return, you know what I'm saying? We didn't get a return for a touchdown from Kevontae Turpin. And speaking of Kevontae Turpin, that boy need to put some stickum on his hands. But anyway, all phases of the game did their damn job. They showed up to Allegiant Stadium and they did their damn job. But when I heard that the Dallas Cowboys were going to dedicate this game to Marshawn Kneeland, I'll admit, Cowboys Nation, I got a little scared. And I know I had some people in the comment section like, yo, don't worry. Don't worry about the Las Vegas Raiders because y'all going to go in there and y'all going to handle business. And this wasn't even a Dallas Cowboys fan that I was talking to, you know, that was commenting in the comment section. He was like, man, don't worry about the Raiders. They don't have anybody. They ain't got no wide receivers. Their run game, I mean, you hear Ashton Jeanty. You saw what Ashton Jeanty was able to do at Boise State. So you're like, oh, boy, we got to face Ashton Jeanty. And these running backs before, they've been gashing us, man. I know we got Kenny Clark to be able to help stop the run, but we ain't been able to stop the run. In comes Quinnen Williams. Boy, that's a breath of fresh air if I ever seen it, Cowboys Nation. A breath of fresh air. Whew. I tell you, Cowboys Nation, seeing them dogs out on that field yesterday, it was a sight to see. Seeing the interior of our defensive line be dogs like that was a sight to see. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. The Basement Boy says we need to stay on special teams. Oh, Kevontae Turpin needs to stay on special teams. Man, when that guy catches the ball, when he catches the ball on a slant and he's able to take it to the crib, you know, we like, hell yeah, that could be our wide receiver 3. Kevontae Turpin is a gadget dude. You know what I'm saying? We all know this. Hey, what's going on, Brandy? It's nice to see you up in here. Nice to see you in the chat. Nice to see everybody in the chat. But Kevontae Turpin, we try to fit a square peg into a round hole. You know what I'm saying? When we see Kevontae Turpin doing good or making a great catch, we're like, put him at wide receiver 3. Nah, Cowboys Nation, I think somebody that is solidifying their spot at the wide receiver 3 position, Brian Flournoy. Brian Flournoy, he had 1 target last night. 2 yards, 1 touchdown. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. Keyart says Kelly Green in Dallas. We shall see on Sunday. All right. I'm gonna reserve any type of ish talking. Hey, Angie, how's it going? Good to see you up in here. But I'm gonna reserve my ish talking until after the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go out here and be, we gonna go to AT&T Stadium, whoop y'all ass, and then gonna send y'all back to Philly with y'all fake champion and Rocky, and just sit back and chill. Let y'all know that these bums at 4-5-1 was able to beat you. I ain't gonna do all that. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till after the game. So, good luck this Sunday. Defense looking a little revamped, but good luck Sunday in your Kelly Green. But let's see. I knew the defense. I said this in a previous video, Cowboys Nation. The defense was going to look spectacular against the Raiders. It was going to look spectacular. But you can't hang your hat on it. What's the thing that we got to look forward to? We have to look forward to, stacking it, performances, stacking good performances on top of each other. Right now in this current season, we haven't had back-to-back wins. You know what I'm saying? And this defense definitely hasn't had good back-to-back showings. So we got to get our defense on the right page. And it looks like against the Raiders, they were on the right page, but we have to get them to bring that back home to AT&T Stadium. Real talk. And I believe because we got dogs and Siobhan Revel Jr., I saw it in the comments section that somebody said he looks promising. You're absolutely right. Looks very promising. DeMarvion Overshown, it was great to see him back out on the field, Cowboys Nation. When I saw that 0, I got the Kool-Aid smile on my face. I'm like, yes, he is back. I've been rooting for this man, and I know we all have been rooting for this man to get back on the field and actually take his whole career up another notch. We've been hoping for it. We've been praying for it, and we got it. So hopefully he can continue out through the rest of this season, injury-free, going into the offseason, get an offseason with the team, with Siobhan Revel Jr., Kalen Carsons, everybody be able to get an offseason with this team to get acclimated. Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark, same thing. Logan Wilson, same thing. Get acclimated to the system during the offseason, and we going to hit next season. Hit it ground running. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. But in the game yesterday, there was one glaring hole. There was one glaring issue with the Dallas Cowboys defense. We were getting gashed with that play action pass. I'm going to keep it a buck. Every time they dialed up the play action pass with Geno Smith, he would hit somebody 19 yards, 20 yards. I'm like, what's going on? Can we stop this play action, please? But hey, we ended up stopping them. 3 points. Yes, they got their little 7. They got their little 7 right there because they were so close to the goal line. But it is what it is. Johnny Woods, bum-ass Raiders fans, still sad. I give 0. You know what's about them. And listen, I've been dealing with all kinds of hatred. Man, I tell you, X, that's a cesspool, y'all. That's a cesspool. If you can, by all means, stay away from that. Real talk, because, man, just people get on there and they just talk crap to talk crap. Real talk. Get on there like, man, do y'all realize it was just the Raiders that y'all played? Y'all realize that it was just the Raiders? They 2-8. Who gives a damn? The Dallas Cowboys ain't undefeated. You know what I'm saying? We came into that game 3-5-1. We needed that dub, Cowboys Nation. We needed that to build our morale. We talking about going on a run? You got to win a game in order to go on a run, and I don't give a damn who it was against. Real talk. So if it was the Raiders, or if it was the Patriots, or if it was the Eagles themselves, if we get that dub, we get that dub, and we move on to the next week. Give a damn what these haters say out there. But during the game, yo, he called me Dookie Mouth. What's going on, Sin Spins? What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you? Love you, bro. But yeah, man, there's a few dogs during the game, and everybody knows the first name that I'm gonna say, and that's George Pickens. That's George Pickens. Brother came to Nevada and showed the hell out. Real talk. 11 targets, 9 receptions, 144 yards, and 1 touchdown. Everybody's saying that, go ahead, sign this man. Sign this man right now. I'm on board with you. I'm with you. I'd love to sign him right now, but with his representation, Trevor Smith, David Mulugeta, because they both work with him. They ain't getting no contract done during the season. I mean, we knew that with Micah Parsons, and now with George Pickens, they're going to wait. They're going to wait till the offseason. They're going to wait when that legal tampering is all said and done so they can get some other bids on his services. But if Jerry is smart, he's going to be like this. He's going to give him an offer he cannot refuse. And I'm getting tired of people saying, well, we don't have the salary cap to do so. I don't know about the salary cap. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got the salary cap to sign him. And right now, he is the only major contract that we have to get done next year. I mean, I'm talking about major. Like, a CeeDee Lamb size contract. He's the only one. Seeing that we moved so much this season, Tyler Smith, Jake Ferguson, all those people got signed this year. Deron Bland. We don't have to worry about that next year. All we have to worry about is Brandon Aubrey and George Pickens. Get that shit done, Jerry, on the double. Real talk. But some more dogs I saw on the field, Quinnen Williams. Welcome to Dallas, Quinnen Williams. Thank you. Thank the New York Jets. I thank you. I thank and I believe Jay Tuck said it today, you got to thank the Baltimore Ravens for hanging up the phone on us, because that wouldn't have brought us George Pickens. I thank the Pittsburgh Steelers and their fans, because they're over on X stressed the hell out. Real talk. They over there stressed out. Like, do you see what he doing in Dallas? Do you see what he doing in Dallas? He could have been doing that for us. Hey, we got DK Metcalf. Yeah, you got DK Metcalf. Have at it. Good luck with that. And thank you for giving us George Pickens, saying that he was a cancer to the locker room. Because the only reason why he was a cancer to the locker room is because y'all didn't covet the quarterback position, and y'all had just anybody playing in that mofo. Real talk. We got a franchise quarterback down here that can get him the ball. Real talk. Another dog, and everybody was trying to count him out. Before Quinnen Williams came, people were counting him out. But Osa Odighizuwa showed up to that game and showed out. Yes, I know the Las Vegas Raiders have issues on the front line. Jackson Powers, their center, he wasn't available. He was injured, so he was out. But still in all, we got the pressure, a lot of quarterback hits. Osa Odighizuwa, 3 quarterback hits, a tackle for loss, sack. Like, it just seemed like Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and Osa Odighizuwa was living in that backfield of the Raiders. And then Donovan Ezaraku, he's gonna be a dog, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Donovan Ezaraku, it's his rookie year, and he is progressing as we speak, as we watch him throughout the week. This man is progressing, and I love to see the progression. We love to be a part of it, Cowboys Nation, real talk. But the entire defense came to the game yesterday with aggression, and that's something that I haven't seen. That's something that us as Cowboys fans haven't seen. Like, I'm talking about the aggression when they get a hit. They up flexing. They smashing each other in the head with the helmets. You know, they just giving each other love during a tackle for loss or something like that. They're just showing the aggression. It's like they brought it. And when they brought it, the offense brought it. You know, when they got that stop and only allowed the Raiders to score 3 points, you know it was zone. You know it was zone because they were so close. They were so close. But the entire team had that confidence. You know, this is one game where I feel like the offense didn't come in and was like, all right, we're going to have to piggyback this defense. No, they were like, this game is for Marshawn Nealon. This game, we are going to go in there and we're going to dominate. And that's exactly what they did. Real talk. But Cowboys Nation, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I keep hearing this little narrative, keep seeing the thumbnails on X and on YouTube talking about, are the Dallas Cowboys back? Come on now. Come on now, Cowboys Nation. No, the Dallas Cowboys aren't back. When I say the Dallas Cowboys are back is we go on this run, we run the table, and we get to the playoffs. That's when I'll say, damn, them boys is back. The boys are back in town. Yeah. Oh, man, let me go up to the chat real quick. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Just been talking my head off. My bad, y'all. My bad. All right, Willie Vassar, what's going on with you? Pickens and his agent agreed to wait until the end, and Jerry said, we have the money to pay Pickens. That's what I'm talking about. Don't play no games. This is the time, this is the opportunity where you don't play games. You don't play the Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons. You know, you don't play those games. If you want that man, you sign that man. No questions asked. As soon as the season's over, you start negotiating with his agent if that's possible. I mean, I know they got the legal tampering and the illegal tampering times, but I don't know if that just if that's solely on the other teams. The other teams can't talk to your players, but you can talk to your players as far as negotiations go. If that's the case, as soon as the season is over, and I'm not preaching and hoping that the season ends in December or early January. Nah, we're trying to go to the playoffs. But as soon as the season ends, I would be at a table, me, Steven, and then you got David Mulugeta and George Pickens on the other side. Like, how do we iron this out? What are y'all looking for? What are the numbers that y'all want? How much do you want a year? And then we'll move from there. Real talk. And it's going to be north of what CeeDee Lamb made. And I hope CeeDee Lamb can take that. Real talk. I hope CeeDee Lamb can actually take that because he's going to get paid more than, he's going to get paid more than what CeeDee Lamb got paid. Somebody calling me? Who calling me? I'm live, y'all. Don't call me. I'll call you back. Whatever. But no, I would pump the brakes on the whole Dallas Cowboys back thing. But and yes, we need to pay Pickens. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Tell him Trev, keep him in Clark. Yeah, you got keep Quinnen Williams, keep Kenny Clark, keep also Digizawa. Keep George Pickens, keep CeeDee Lamb. And I'm getting tired of this whole CeeDee Lamb versus George Pickens situation. And we're going to talk about that a little later before I let y'all go. But like I said, it was good to see DeMarvion Over shown on the field. It was good to see Siobhan Revel Jr. Siobhan Revel Jr. looks very promising. Kalen Carson's looks promising. And I got a feeling when Trayvon Diggs gets back, if Trayvon Diggs is even 90% of what he was, this cornerback room is going to be dogs. This cornerback room is going to be dogs. We're going to have dogs at the linebacker position. Maybe we can go ahead and draft another linebacker. If we have one of the top linebackers that falls into our laps in the draft, you go ahead and you snatch him up. And maybe we can get a safety as well with one of those 2 first-round picks that we got. But anyhow, right now, Cowboys Nation, it's the perfect time for the Dallas Cowboys to go on a run. Absolutely the perfect time to go on a run, because I know that Stephen A. Smith and his hating ass be talking about, well, in November they be losing, and December is when it counts. Well, we in November right now. We just won our first one. We go on this run. This is the perfect time to go on a run and go into the playoffs with a head of steam. You know what I'm saying, Cowboys Nation? We got to do that. If we plan on doing anything this year, we got to go on this run. Real talk. Let's see. All right, Oscar, great stuff, brother. Remember, we still need to sign a running back. We absolutely do. And I've looked at the running back free agents for next year because I don't know what Javonte Williams is going to command for his services. I know he's going to command more than what we gave him this year. Real talk. Man, because he's been out there, shit, he's a top 5 running back in the league right now. And I don't know if that's his ability because he is a strong runner, great downhill rusher. But also Clayton Adams in that scheme of the offensive line be opening holes. They be moving people. So could you get a free agent to come back in here and do what Javonte Williams is doing? Let's just say it. We bring a Rico Dowdle back from Carolina because he is a free agent next year. Could he be able to do what Javonte Williams is doing at a cheaper price? You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody was talking about Breece Hall from the New York Jets coveting his services this year. Brother's a free agent next year. So we could kick the cans on that, bring that man in for a cup of coffee, see where his mind's at. But you're absolutely right. We do need a running back. We do need a running back. And right now, it's a little scarce. It's a little sparse. But let's see. Brandy says, Bland looked 80% better. Yeah, he did. Did you see that? I don't know if it was on Brock Bowers. I gotta look at it again. But there was a pass to the tight end. It was on the left side of the field. Geno Smith hit his tight end, but Deron Bland dove to try and get the deflection, but the tight end caught it, and Deron Bland held onto that man's arm and then tackled him for a 4th and 1. They ended up getting the first down, but that showed me. I'm like, okay, Deron Bland, he's about it. He's about it. He's getting back into the swing of things, He's getting back into that aggressive mode. That's what we like to see. Bleeding Blue, a win is a win in the NFL. Miss me with that bull. That's what I'm talking about. But people don't seem to realize that. You beating tomato cans, you beat inferior people. That's who the NFL put on the schedule. We got to go in there and handle business. Because if we would have went into Paradise, Nevada, and lost that game, we wouldn't have heard the end of it, Cowboys Nation. We would have got on our little social media feeds and just got beat up by the rival fan bases. Oh, y'all couldn't even beat the Raiders and stuff. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. But we beat the Raiders, and now they don't want to hear it. They go, oh, y'all just beat a tomato can once again. Man, it is what it is. Shut up. Real talk. Real talk. Osa don't figure it out, trade him. Huh? Osa don't figure it out, trade him. I mean, Osa looked pretty damn good to me yesterday. I mean, it just seems like having help on the defensive line, having dogs on the defensive line allows your other dogs to eat. And he was eating yesterday. All that defensive line was eating yesterday. Jadeveon Clowney, he was in that backfield. Donovan Ezaraku was in that backfield. Man, James freaking Houston got a sack. You know what I'm saying? So they eating on that defensive front. I don't think we need to trade Oso Digizawa at all. But let's see. They didn't embrace Pisces in him. I done jumped into some of this conversation. My bad. They be hating on my quarterback. That's a given, man. That's just a given. And I truly believe that once Dak Prescott moves on and, when he retires or whatever, we're going to get our next quarterback and they're going to hate on him just the same. I think it's the quarterback position. I don't think it's the person. It's just the quarterback position of America's team. If they come out and they show that they a dog and that they going to get the job done, that they just need some pieces to be put around them, they going to say that he sucks. They going to say that he chokes. Open mouth Dak. God, I get tired of hearing that. Man, I be in these X spaces, and I love the X spaces. I love the people that send them, knowledgeable Cowboys fans. But, man, there's this narrative over there. They be talking about, oh, well, when Dak Prescott's looking up at the scoreboard with his mouth open, you know that we about to lose the game. Miss me with that shit. Because I bet if the camera panned over to any other player, they looking up at the scoreboard with their mouth open too. I'm like, man, people don't know when they got a good thing. They always think that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. Even going through what we went through in the early 2000s, they still think that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. I don't know how many times I got to say this, Cowboys Nation. I know you guys heard me say it. You guys have said it, but we were lucky to fall into the quarterbacks that we have fallen into for the past 20-something years. Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. Two guys you wouldn't figure would have been the franchise quarterbacks turned out to be the franchise quarterbacks. A 4th-round pick and a UDFA. Franchise quarterbacks. Be lucky that we got that, because we can't even find a competent quarterback, a QB2, much less the franchise quarterback. And I'm hoping that Joe Milton pans out. I'm hoping that if Dak Prescott, at the end of his contract, he decides, I want to be a family man, I want to be there for my wife, my future wife, and my children, and I'm retiring. I hope that Joe Milton at that point can take this team over and we can run with it. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. I don't want to put any bad juju on him. I don't want to, I hope that he don't pan out. No. Because that ain't about if I'm right or wrong. Cowboys Nation, I would rather be dead wrong and the Cowboys do something. The Cowboys make it somewhere. They win something. I'd love to be dead wrong. I will definitely come on here, eat crow. You know what I'm saying? But he has to show us. And right now he hasn't had really the opportunity to show us because we've been fighting to stay in games. We've been fighting to do that. I thought we were actually going to have a Joe Milton sighting yesterday, to keep it a buck. And another thing that kind of irritated me, I don't know if it irritated you like it did me, but we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and we are at the 6-yard line. Just got a turnover on downs, got a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and goal. And we kneel the ball? We sitting here kneeling the ball out? What are we doing, Cowboys Nation? What are we doing? I'm talking about adding insult to injury. We could have had a 40 burger on top of their heads yesterday, but we kneel the ball out. Oh, I guess it's sportsmanship. It is what it is. But me, I'm the type of dude, I'm like, nah, I'm going to keep my foot on the pedal. We going to keep going. But then if you do that, then you're going to have the naysayers and the rival fan bases talking about, oh, man, they padding their stats. Sorry, I'm over here dyslexic. They're padding their stats and everything like that. They tried to say that now. Even though we downed the ball, even though we kneeled the ball with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, they still say that we were padding stats out there. Like, are you serious? Like, for real? Just because your quarterback can't score over 25 points, we're padding stats? Man, get out of here. Get out of here. Real talk. Lord Nova, Mulugeta is not GP3's agent. He's working with the agency. GP3 has a different. All right, he works for the agency. GP3 has a different agent. Yes, GP3's agent is Trevor Smith, but Trevor Smith's advisor is David Mulugeta. They both work for Athletes First because when that narrative went out saying that, oh, we're going to have a hard time signing George Pickens because David Mulugeta is his agent, I did my due diligence. I looked it up. I did my little research, and come to find out Trevor Smith is his agent, but David Mulugeta advises Trevor Smith. They all in the same thing. I'm pretty sure that Trevor Smith can go to Dak's agent and Todd France and go to him and get advice and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll be dealing with Trevor Smith, but we'll also be dealing with the advice of David Mulugeta. And I don't think that there's no hard feelings in this whole situation, in this whole league. What happened to Micah Parsons doesn't necessarily have to happen to George Pickens. But rest assured, like I said in my previous video that I just put out a few hours ago, rest assured, George Pickens is going to command a hefty payday. And we got to be ready to pay him. or we got to be ready to franchise tag him. And the franchise tag needs to be the last resort, Cowboys Nation. It doesn't need to be like, oh, we'll just franchise tag him, forget it. No, try to get that deal done. Try to get a multi-year deal done. That way, next year, if you need to, you can play with his money in order to make more salary cap space. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, he, like I said, Mulugeta is his advisor. Let's see. We're big on allowing us to be ourselves, and you will get our best production tenfold. Oh, Fresh King, yeah, go ahead, plug your stuff up, bro. Plug your stuff up, my friend. I believe he's going to be starting some, if he's not starting, but having some content out there. So y'all make sure y'all keep your eyes peeled for his content. You know, got some videos coming from the Las Vegas Raiders game. Man, it's going to be off the chain. It's going to be off the chain, I bet you. All right, let's see. Lamb played better. I agree that's what pressure does. All 3 D tackles played great. Absolutely. That is exactly what pressure does. Pressure puts, it's going to sound stupid, but pressure puts pressure on the quarterback so the quarterback doesn't have time for the guys on the outside to get to their spots. You know what I'm saying? Football is all about timing. It's all about timing. It's all about rhythm. And if your wide receivers, if you call in the pass play and your wide receivers can't get to their designated spot before that pass rush is in your face, it's a wrap. Real talk. And we saw this happen yesterday. Let me check something real quick, y'all. Let me check something. Make sure I ain't missing nothing. All right, good. I ain't missing nothing. Just got to make sure I don't want to miss anybody. If anybody decides to send any type of super chats or whatnot, I want to be able to shout you guys and gals out. But let's see. Brandy. Hey, Calvin, what's going on with you? Brandy, they did it because the score was 33 to, damn, politics. Damn it. The score was 33-16, 49, which is 94. Oh, backwards in honor of Marshawn Nealon. Damn. Well, okay. Holy moly, I didn't even put that together. I know that the over-under was 50, and they hit the under, but I didn't put that whole Marshawn Nealon thing together. Man, that's pretty dope. Real talk. That's pretty dope. All right, Calvin Jefferson, what's going on with you? Heath Davis. I think because Brian Schottenheimer was going up against his old head coach and Pete Carroll. The student versus the teacher. I also put that video out as well. That it was so important for Brian Schottenheimer to go into this game and beat Pete Carroll. It was important. It was to say that Anakin's better than Obi-Wan right now. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it does boil down to the Jimmies and Joes, but it's also about the X's and O's. And if your X's and O's ain't right, you're going to get beat. Real talk. But Brian Schottenheimer came out and did the damn thing. And I appreciate the post-game celebration in the locker room. I appreciate that to the fullest. That man showed vulnerability because he cried. He cried. He said he is a crier, and I get that. I'm a crier as well. But he's a crier, and just thinking of Marshawn Nealon and how they dedicated the game to him, it sent a wave of emotion over him. He started to tear up, but then he clicked back in. He's like, all right, I'm ready. And then they did they did that whole thing. I like that too. Recognize the people who were playmakers for you. I like that. I like that a lot, Cowboys Nation. Let's see. Yeah. He said Peter the Chin Carroll. Oh, shit. George deserves his bag. I let the Micah situation go, but if you do the same thing to Pickens, I will have you committed. Absolutely, you don't do the same thing to Pickens. Don't do the same to Pickens. I mean, I honestly don't think George Pickens would do what Micah Parsons did either. I don't think that you would see George Pickens, laying on the medical bed during the preseason game or just being at training camp with his hands in his pockets and stuff, holding up tackle dummies. I don't think you would see that. You know what I'm saying? Because that franchise tag, man, that's like $29 million guaranteed. I mean, I know it's not long-term security, but shit, you get that $29 million in your bank account. I mean, obviously they take out things, but you get those zeros in your bank account, you bet on yourself. And then when you bet on yourself and you do good for that season, you come back to the table. All right, now it's double. Well, not really double, but I want a lot more than what I was asking for before the season. So Jerry, you got a thin line. You got a tight rope that you got to walk if you decide to go to the franchise tag. But Pete chewing that gum like Crazy Carroll. We got all kinds of nicknames for Pete Carroll. Shout out to the O-line not letting Crosby take over. When he had that strip fumble on Dak Prescott, I thought it was going to be that game where he did take over. But nope, they neutralized the hell out of him. He was a non-factor. Over on the sidelines, he done banged his helmet like twice during that game. I'll keep it a buck. Max Crosby, you really wouldn't have had to bang your helmet because you would have been a Dallas Cowboy if you would have just played ball. But nope, the Raiders wanted you. The Raiders got you. Now you can stay losing with the Las Vegas Raiders. Tip my hat, you got Cowboys friends and everything. We thought you was going to be a Dallas Cowboy, have a star on the side of your helmet, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, it is what it is. Real talk. Montana, didn't the teacher throw the student under the bus? Did he? Did he? I thought he was giving nothing but praise to Brian Schottenheimer when he got the job, but hey, I could be wrong. Fresh King, the way Kenny Clark one hand bullied the Raiders center. I know that was his back. I know that was the Raiders backup and everything like that, but that's still a player. He's still in the NFL. He still made it to the NFL and in the starting lineup right now. I mean, is it out of necessity? That's a different topic, but still, that man, Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, even Oso Digizawa, they're men movers, road plowers, and we got that in the middle. There's this thing that's out there is like a lot of teams don't make it to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl with top paid edge rushers. They do with D tackles. They do with a solid interior. And the Dallas Cowboys have a solid interior, not just on the defense, but on the offense as well. Real talk. Let's see. Where'd I leave off? Raiders were scared to run, barely used Genty. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm sitting here watching the game. Genty just sitting in the back. He like standing in the backfield, just standing straight up. It seems like he's like, man, I know I ain't going to get this damn ball. I ain't going to get this ball. Man, what was it, like 7 attempts for 11 yards? Man, I'm sorry, but he got drafted to a shithole. I'm going to keep it a buck, man. Because let's say if the Philadelphia Eagles get Ashton Genty or even the Dallas Cowboys get Ashton Genty, he's a different player. Real talk. And I don't understand for the life of me why the Las Vegas Raiders didn't go wide receiver, didn't go offensive line. Like, you need help in these spots. Why didn't you go quarterback? Y'all thought Geno Smith was going to have you for the entire season? There was a reason why the Seattle Seahawks was able to like, yeah, go ahead, take him. We good. And didn't they go with Sam Darnold? Like, so they think Sam Darnold is better than Geno Smith. And I guess maybe that was a whole Pete Carroll thing. Pete Carroll had worked with Geno Smith and all that stuff. So a familiar quarterback. So maybe that's the reason why they brought him to the Raiders. But hey, thank you for the interception, dog. And speaking of the interception, Kenneth Murray Jr., there's been a couple of games where you see a replay of Kenneth Murray and the ball just goes right over his head. He throws his hand up to try and hit it. He finally got one this game. He finally got a tip this game. Fell right into Marquise Bell's hands. got the interception. And the funny thing is, and nobody gonna believe me, but I was like, we need an interception on this series, and they got the interception. I was like, man, I should have recorded me saying that. Real talk, real talk. Who's not gonna ask out of Dallas, Fresh King? Excuse me. Genty had 7 yards and 6 carries. Shake my head. They doing them dirty. Absolutely, Brandy. Absolutely. And I mean, I know he's from Boise State and everything, and the competition is kind of slim in that whole division. I don't really know college football like that. I do need to get on college football, but I know that Boise State ain't the SEC. You know what I'm saying? They ain't Texas. They ain't Ohio State. You know, they ain't the Georgia Bulldogs. It's Boise State. And I mean, I know we got a diamond in the rough when it came to DeMarcus Lawrence from Boise State, but man, he was just running over people because he could. Would he have done that if he was the running back for, the Texas Longhorns? We don't know. But let's see. Fresh King, this group is looking for Hall of Fame aspirations. It's bigger than money, though. They will get. Dak sharing some of his just for Pickens to remain here. Trust that. I hope so. Because Dak Prescott, he went on record saying that he was going to talk to Jerry and talk to him about the importance of keeping George Pickens on this team. And at this point, I made the video about Shannon Sharp talking about George Pickens' legacy. At this point, Dak Prescott has bankrolled since being in the NFL. At this point, it's about his legacy. What do you leave behind in the NFL? How will you be remembered in the Dallas Cowboys? He's going to be in the Ring of Honor just because he's overtaken so many of the Dallas Cowboys records. But what will solidify that man in Cowboys Nation as well as the NFL? Got to get that Super Bowl championship, baby. Got to get that championship. Real talk. Let's see, Cowboys Nation. Sorry about that. Cowboys Nation 82, North Carolina, raise up. I like saying that. Dang, where'd it go? Oh, man, I just lost your comment, bruh. Comments is going up. Let me try and find it again. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. I like Flores. Who? Flores? Who? All right. Hey, Bradamus Prime in the building. What's going on with you? John, Sam. I have zeros in my bank account. I hear you, brother. I absolutely hear you. I absolutely hear you. Like the brother 808 said, is it Terrence Steele? Terrence Steele was treating that boy. Who? TS? You talking about Terrence Steele? Because he was still getting beat. He was still getting beat by Max Crosby. I'll keep it a buck. Yeah, but now Crosby wishes he was a Cowboy. See? You had your opportunity. But at the same time, would this Dallas Cowboys defense look as dominant as it did against the Raiders with Max Crosby as a Dallas Cowboy? Or is it the fact that you got Quinnen Williams in the middle of that defense with Kenny Clark that helps that defensive front get to the quarterback? I mean, I know he can pass rush. He can pass rush with the best of them, but we shut down their run. When they decided to hand the ball off, we shut down their run. I think that quarterback might have been the one with the most yardage to keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation. Miss Angie says the teacher can chew the hell out of some. How you feel about how CeeDee Lamb was looking, man? CeeDee Lamb was looking like he was on his own again, walking down the sidelines by himself, just looking at the crowd like he was a little frustrated with how the game went. My thing is this. Every defensive coordinator this year, the only film that they really have to go off, they have to go off of the games that happened this year. But as far as like past games and getting a tendency on what the Dallas Cowboys offense does, CeeDee Lamb, you're the biggest threat on the offense. So they're going to double team you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to double team you. They're going to try to take you out of the game Beat us with George Pickens. Beat us with the guy that you have less of a connection with. And they did just that. So now going into AT&T Stadium against the Philadelphia Eagles, you can't guard both of them. You can't guard both of them. So who's it gonna be? You're gonna try to double team George Pickens? All right. Got CeeDee Lamb open now. You try to play zone, Dak Prescott will just carve him up. The only thing that we need to do is for our offense, to actually not allow their defensive front to give Dak Prescott all kinds of fits. But Dak is good on the run. Dak's good when the pressure's on as far as the defensive line getting at him. He's good at that. But that doesn't mean we just open the doors and let the mofos come in. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see a lot of 12 and 13 personnel, a lot of big bodies just to keep their defensive front at bay. Because we really need this win. Not only do we need this win to make a push for the playoffs, we need this win so we can shut Philadelphia Eagles fans the hell up. Real talk. Y'all talking about we tomato cans? Well, y'all just got beat by a tomato can. How you like that? So that's what we need to do. Real talk. All right, let's see. He did that SB. What, Montana? All right. That's a grown man, bigger than most us regular people. For real. I'd like to stand next to a Quentin Williams, just to see, or a Brevin Spanford, just to see, am I looking up at dude? Because, I'm 6'3", 285 pounds. I ain't a small cat. But that's also in the stomach too. That ain't muscle. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm 43 years old. Oh, all right, Paul, Angie, always has even in Seattle. Yep. I don't think it was Crosby that said no. I think it was the organization. I wonder if Max Crosby was like, shit, man, I want it out of this place. But the way he was talking on podcasts and things like that, he wanted to be in Oakland. Oakland, damn. He wanted to be in Las Vegas. Man, I done went back in time. He wanted to be there. So be there. Just like Myles Garrett signed this huge contract with the Cleveland Browns, but banging his helmet on the bench throughout the season. Defense is stout up there, but the offense can't do a damn thing. And he about to break records up in Cleveland, and his offense can't help him out. That is one of the most frustrating things. Hold on, guys. My bad. Had to clear my throat. I bet that's one of the most frustrating things, and that was something that our offense was really having to deal with at the early part of this season, was going into the games. It's like, man, we give it our all, and the other side of the ball can't really help us. And it's not really we got some dogs, it's just people can't get with the Eberflus scheme. Eberflus, figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I bet it's super frustrating. Let's see. Statue and waiting to block or catch screen. Oh, you talking about Ashton Genty? I bet you get that man a screen. You get him a screen with a few blockers out in front of him, I bet he'll do the damn thing. But honestly, it just seems like the Raiders don't know how to use him. They got him back there in pass pro getting blown the hell up the entire game. Man, there were so many times Quentin Williams, he tried to step in front of Quentin Williams, and if he would have just put his hands under his pads, he would have lifted bro right off the ground. Man, y'all ain't using him right. Get that man out. I know they were saying that Boise State really didn't use him as a receiver, but damn, a lot of running backs can catch screen passes. Damn. And y'all see that screen pass to Jake Ferguson? That was pretty damn dope. Real talk. Genty seems a little scared, in my opinion. I mean, you see the safety? The safety that the Cowboys got when they got that when the Raiders got that penalty and it sent them half the distance to the goal. I was like, it's over. The Cowboys about to send everybody. They're gonna get a safety on this. And sure as ish, they got the safety. I was super happy. Brandy, Perion Winfrey has been activated and Damone Clark was released? Oh, I didn't see that. See, this is why I love Cowboys Nation. This is why I love Cowboys Nation. Y'all keep me on my toes. I didn't even see that just yet. I was trying to get ready for this live. Damone Clark was released. We'll see you later, brother. Thank you for your services. Thank you for what you brought to the Dallas Cowboys. But at this point, you got to trim the fat. Got to trim the fat so we can go into the next season with doggy dogs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, Jeremy in the building. What's going on with you? And had 1 carry for 11 yards. And we shut it down. We shut it down. I wish we could have shut the play action pass down like that, but we shut the run game down. I love it. All right, let's see. Fresh King, we had Genty and Williams, way happier running back group for sure. Man, could you imagine Javonte Williams and Ashton Genty in that back? Oh, my goodness, man. If we would have been able to land Ashton Genty, but at the same time, we got Tyler Booker as well. You know, we got Tyler Booker with that first round pick, and Tyler Booker is turning out to be a dog in his own right. You know, he solidified the middle of that offensive line where we lost Zach Martin. We gained Tyler Booker, and I don't know, honestly, if I, in hindsight, would change that. Real talk. I know everybody with team weapons and team trenches and all that stuff. Everything has to be a versus for some reason in Cowboys Nation. But, you know, team trenches was right. And it's looking that they're still right. Booker is doing the damn thing, and I appreciate him being on this team. Keith Davis. Let's see. Pete Carroll was chewing that. Y'all gonna kill Pete Carroll with that gum chewing. Pete Carroll was chewing that gum like it was Geritol complete. Damn. He said, I'm about to get some after this game. I don't give a damn if I lose. Brandy said, Paul, that old line sucks. I would be too. Yeah, it did suck. And that's why I kind of said, like, in the video that I did before the game, I said pretty much this is like a scrimmage. We need to go out there and just execute our offense and defense. We just need to look, you know, go out there like it's a padded practice, like it's a joint practice at training camp. And the Dallas Cowboys went in there and did the damn thing. Went in there and put in work. See, Jeremy and Gino and Sam, the same type of player, same type of quarterback. But one's doing better than the other. I'll keep that a buck. I'll keep that a buck. All right, let's see. Angie, Nisi, they say he's a wide receiver converted to a running back. Ooh, I see. I'm jumping into people's conversations. My bad, y'all. My bad. All right, 27. He looks much younger than his baby face. 27. Damn, yeah, y'all got me lost up here. Oh, I'm not losing hope on that backfield. We can always trade for Genty. I wonder. I mean, I wouldn't give him a first-round pick or anything like that. Maybe for Genty, I'd give him a third or something. Hey, you know, we'll give you a 2027 third-round pick. Go ahead and bring Ashton Genty. We'll give you Malik Davis. And we'll give you him and, you know, keep it moving. But I know there's some Malik Davis truthers out there. Like, just give Malik Davis a chance. How many chances bro got to have? I mean, Malik Davis has been a part of the Dallas Cowboys for the past 3-4 years. And every year it's been like he's been on the practice squad or he's been released outright. And hopefully, you know, he takes this opportunity that they give him. They call him up to the game this year. He takes every opportunity that they give him and show me, because I don't believe yet. But hopefully he can make me a believer. I'm not out on him. I'm not going to sit here and degrade him. That's something that I'm just trying not to do. I know I put that short out, Tyler Guyton, but damn it, I had to. I had to put that short out because right when he did that, right when dude punched him and it took him a second and he fell, I was like, oh man, I got to put that Friday sound on that. My neck and my back. Oh man, I was like, man, that was the flop of the century. LeBron James would be proud. Dennis Rodman would be proud. Keith Davis says, bottom line, we put belt to ass last night. I'm hoping they keep it up. Exactly. You know that the Philadelphia Eagles defense is going to come in with intensity. You know that. So let's go in there and match that intensity. Let's go in there and be more aggressive than this Philadelphia Eagles team. If we can do that at home, we can come out with a dub. We come out with a dub against the Philadelphia Eagles. We can damn sure come out with a dub against the Kansas City Chiefs. And both those games are at home. Man, we can get it, man. I don't want to sell people sunshine and rainbows and stuff like that, but damn it, we got a chance. Real talk. Sam Darnold got more help because we'll see. But we'll see. Damn, sorry. We will see. Hey, Angie, you are a believer. Oh, give them blue. No. You are okay. So you want to keep Malik Davis, give him Jadon Blue for Ashton Genty. Ah, I got you. Okay. I can see that too, because honestly, I mean, I don't know if Jadon Blue is going to fit in what the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer is just trying to do. I don't foresee that, and I don't know what it is. I'm not going to hate on the man, and I'm not going to sit here and down the guy, but I don't know what it is, why he hasn't made more of an appearance in games, why he hasn't solidified himself as that RB2. There's something that has to be happening behind the scenes at practice, something that he's not getting. I don't want to speculate, but damn, what's going on with him? 5th round pick, I don't expect you to come out here and be Saquon Barkley or anything like that, but damn, show me something, because right now I'm just like, we just got Javonte Williams. He's pretty much the bell cow for our running back group. Excuse me. But let's see. Similar to Rico Dowdle, they really don't miss. Man, I like Rico Dowdle, man. I wish they would have extended Rico Dowdle because the Carolina Panthers didn't really give him more than what the Cowboys were giving him. I just think they gave him more guaranteed money. And it ain't like he was asking for 12, 13 million guaranteed. I think they only gave him like 3.5 or 3. Damn, Jerry, cheap bastard, you can't give him more than that. Come on, bro, man, shoot. Let's see. All right. Fresh King. Oh, man, my, dang it. If they give chances, let's see. I just love I can't. It ain't letting me scroll down. Come on, let me scroll down. Come on. Dang, it ain't let me scroll down, y'all. Shoot. But yeah, man, it was dope. Last night, I just got to my last comment. But last night was super dope. I was loving every minute of it, except for the first, Then we went out into the second quarter and scored 21 points. I'm like, oh yeah, it's on. The 40 burger is on. And then we scored 7 in the third, and I think 3 in the fourth. That can't happen. Not against the playoff contending team. We can't do that. We can't just take our foot off the gas in the second half because we feel we got a comfortable lead. With any type of competent quarterback, they're going to take that opportunity and they're going to try and get back into the game. I'm a fine believer. Keep the foot on the gas. I don't give a damn if it's the fourth quarter with 7 minutes on the clock. We up by 38 points. Score another one. Make it 45. Real talk. Damn. But anyway, Cowboys Nation, you know, I talked about it. You got the Eagles fans and the Commanders fans online talking crap that we shouldn't be happy with the Raiders win. Man, had the league commander, you used to be in here, bro. Used to be in here talking that crap. Now I don't see the league commander anymore. Maybe it's because the Washington Commanders are 3-8, but he made an appearance over in Jay Tuck's live earlier this morning, and he was talking that talk. Talking about, oh, the Dallas Cowboys fans are happy because they beat a busted team. It's like, bro, we beat your team. What do you mean? Oh, well, our quarterback, like your quarterback was in the game until we knocked him out. And then Marcus Mariota came in and tried to do some things, and I believe he threw an interception. But we busted y'all ass. So let it be known that you over here talking about we tomato cans, but we whooped the shit out of y'all. So I just hate when people when fan bases like that talk crap. Like when a Cleveland Brown fan talks crap about me, you know, about the Dallas Cowboys to me. Like, how are you talking? Y'all don't have an offense. Not only do you not have an offense, you ain't got a ring. I don't give a damn if it was from 1960. You don't have a ring. So please don't talk shit. Real talk. Real talk. And I want to say one thing. Kind of touched base on it earlier. Devontae Turpin, you need some stickum on your hands. Real talk. And I hate it because he'll miss the catch and he'll get up and he'll smack the ball. Like, dang it. Don't smack the ball. Catch that mofo next time. CeeDee Lamb. Paul, you're right. CeeDee Lamb. You dropped the fourth down conversion. Twirled up, got up, hit his head, and unstrapped his chin strap. Like, CD. I don't know if it's the pressure of George Pickens. Maybe it is. Maybe it's the manufactured pressure that people keep putting out in the ether. And that's why I get tired of the whole verses. Oh, man. George Pickens, is he the wide receiver one now? Is he going to take over CeeDee Lamb's spot? There's some people like, oh, you could just get rid of CeeDee Lamb next year. Why? When we sat here and banged on the table to get a competent wide receiver two to help CeeDee Lamb, we finally got him, and now it's like, oh, well, yeah, we can just get rid of CeeDee Lamb now. We really don't need him. Yes, we do. And I think he really needs, I know for me, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to give him my fandom and I'm going to have his back. You are my wide receiver one, and that's that. There's not going to be a versus. I'm not going to put you up against Pickens. I'm not going to put Pickens up against you. I'm going to represent the both of y'all to the best of my ability. And hey, if I had the bread, I'd get both of y'all jersey, especially if George Pickens gets extended. You know, I want to get a DeMarvion Overshown jersey, but hey, when the bread comes, that's when I'll get it. Bless you. But anyway, next week, it's on the Philly. Well, it's on the Philly as far as playing them. They come to AT&T Stadium. But we got to put belt to ass. Real talk, Cowboys Nation. We got to put belt to ass. We got to bring that same aggression that we had with the Las Vegas Raiders. We got to bring that to AT&T Stadium to face these Philadelphia Eagles. I don't give a damn if they're 8-2. Don't let that intimidate you. Real talk. Don't let that intimidate you. Go in there and keep this in mind. Be a spoiler. You know what I'm saying? Give them a loss. Because the loss, you give them a loss, hey, who knows? They might have another collapse like they did, what was that, 2023? It was either 2022 or 2023. I think it was 23. But they could have a catastrophic collapse like they did that year and just lose out and the division fall to us. We have to capitalize. Real talk, Cowboys Nation. We got to capitalize. But, yo, I appreciate every single one of y'all giving me y'all time. Like I said, I believe Jay Tuck and them, I don't know if it's cover 3 or whatnot, but I believe that they're going to be going live. And let me just check real quick. Let me check and see if anybody's live, because we're about to end it over here. But what I want to do is I want to pretty much how Votch does the raids. I want everybody to raid whoever's live, whoever y'all rock with, you know what I'm saying? And right now, we got some good ones. We got Henny the Moore live from the liquor store. Got Landlord. We got Cowboys Fan Talk. B-Bird is live. West Coast Cowboy is live. So, hey, when we end over here, y'all make sure y'all just go over there, show them some love, show the Cowboys content creators some love, let them know that you got their back. You know what I'm saying, Cowboys Nation? And I appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with me, for being in the chat. Yeah, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Like I said, I wasn't going to keep y'all that long. So with that being said, hey, T-Jack, what's going on? What's going on? Said, if we can build on Monday night, I like our chances against anybody. And that is the important thing. Got to build on Monday night. If we can build on Monday night, if we can continue to ascend throughout this, hey, Cruiser Cruz, what's going on? If we can continue to ascend throughout the rest of this season, even if we don't make the playoffs, knock on wood, I hope we do, but even if we don't make the playoffs and you see your defense ascending, you see your offense ascending, it makes for a great 2026. Real talk, this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, Cowboys Nation. Once again, I thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me for this live. If you go over and you join somebody else's live, let them know Angry Cowboys fan sent you. And hey, if you're new to the channel, which you're from, all you guys that are in the chat are familiar with me, but if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, rock with the Angry Cowboys fan family so we can root on our Dallas Cowboys together. Make sure on your way out, please, for me, y'all, for me, please, hit the like button. You know, that's pretty much like, you know, just letting me know that the content is good, that I'm actually entertaining you guys, and we can get out now the rhythm. But if you're DC for life and you rock with the Dallas Cowboys, you want to see the Dallas Cowboys go to AT&T Stadium and put belt to ass to the Philadelphia Eagles. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the chat who y'all got, and I know y'all got the Cowboys, but who y'all got scoring the first touchdown against the Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all let me know. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Thank you guys once again. We're going to be going live again this week. I said that I was going to turn it up a notch, and I meant it. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Y'all have a wonderful night. Love you, Cowboys Nation. I'm out. Yo, shout out D'Angelo Brown. What's going on with you, baby? What's going on with you? Yeah, I do my little what do you call it? The end of credit scenes. Yeah, like Marvel. I used to do it on Restream, so I'm gonna be doing it here too. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Love you guys. I'm out.